Hey Pisces, welcome to High Priestess Healing Tarot, where you are the High Priestess, baby. Happy full moon in Scorpio Pisces. Ooh! Is your intuition heightened right now? Are you feeling like all the battles that you went through over the last 9 months have like sharpened this ability to see in the dark? Damn. And there's some decision making that's happening as a result of this. This is beautiful. Okay, let's see what Spirit has to say. Thank you, Spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, Archangel Michael. Please help me in pulling insights for the High Priestess Collective. Highest timelines, highest messages for the High Priestess Collective. Thank you to everybody who already hit that love button. I love you right back. Yeah, this is that. This is someone in a very clear state of mind. This is the highest level of clarity, the highest level of decision making. Specifically on the relational side. I don't always get that, but this is like relational seeing, relational decision making, relational negotiation, meaning your High Priestess energy, ability to attune to vibrations and see and feel other people's energy, maybe even like sense intention clearer. That's a superpower of yours right now. Whereas that King of Swords we saw, that leans more on the what am I going to do with it side, whereas the Queen of Swords is the, I'm going to say, the evaluation piece. So if you are evaluating people, environments, circumstances, aspects of your life, especially if it pertains to relations, you are in the highest level of seeing and being able to communicate or think with that. So that's two sides of the brain. There's bridge activity happening here because your intuition and creativity, your feminine energy, is one side of the brain. And then the logical communication, thinking, analysis, that's the other side. That does lean King of Swords. So there's some sort of bridge that's happening based on that beautiful High Priestess attunement that it looks like you got it from spiritual warfare. Six of Wands, yeah. This also looks like maybe you're not holding back from that gift anymore. So some people here might have always had this, right? That spidey sense, that High Priestess spidey sense. But maybe you used it in the back of your mind. You're like, I'm sensing this, but I'm going to watch this play out. Or I'm going to, this Four of Pentacles. It's like, I'm not going to lead Six of Wands. With that, I'm going to keep it as like maybe a silent, secret skill set. But now it looks like you're in a new era of allowing yourself to lead with that, allowing yourself to lead with what it is that you see, feel, hear, know. Give me a little bit more on Pisces energy in this Queen of Swords. This full moon too, full moons are culminating, it's celebration, it's fullness. And that fullness could be like, oh, I'm recognizing, yeah, there's something presenting itself to you. This could be a person. This could be a new opportunity, some sort of pitch, or again, relational. So Page of Pentacles is sometimes like a relational event, like coffee date, a date. Come to this event. Will you speak at the, Queen of Swords, will you speak at this engagement? And there's evaluation on your end around this. Though, just as a tarot card for my Tarot Academy students, past, present, future, the Page of Pentacles is an offer of good news. This is like, all this yellow represents, oh, this is in alignment with high worth, high value. It's solar plexus energy, high esteem. So you're also being looked at as someone in high esteem, high regard, whether this is your leadership in family matters or friendship circles, or if this is like a professional, there is a high regard, a high esteem. And that's why this is presenting itself to you now. You went through the training to receive this, Five of Wands. Show me one more with this page. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy associated with this Page of Pentacles. So that can be season, that could be person, or that could be a placement of yours that's essentially attracting or calling this in, or a placement that's evaluating it. So if you have, let's just say, a Capricorn North Node, this opportunity looks like it's aligned with your beginning stages of calibrating to that particular North Node, and your ability to discern relationally of how will this fit into my life is also astute. Ace of Swords here. You know, it's, I have the knowing, and now I also use and looks like show the knowing. Can I see this Page of Pentacles for Pisces? This is so it. Two of Swords. This is intuitive decision making. And Two of Swords with that Libra full moon, the Libra moon in the background, leans, the Two of Swords leans intuitive decision making around relations. Libra energy is partnerships, relationships. What am I talking about though? One more here and then I'll go back to Pisces. Wait. Bam. Smash the love button for the Ten of Pentacles. What the F is this? So again, Ten of Pentacles, family, relations, career, this could be new career pathway. A Page of Pentacles being clarified by a Ten of Pentacles is like, hey, this is the beginning seedling that will essentially build out from here. You know, each of these are essentially aces or pages. Okay, so this is also, if it's not career pathway and it's specifically familial or relationships, this thing that's presenting itself looks like, it looks like it's already in your energy. You know, like it's already here. So what does that mean? Like it's already presented itself. There's something that's already presented itself. So that's why you're already ready. Queen of Swords is ready. So you, that High Priestess, Nine of Wands we saw at the top, this feels like it's already presented itself, or you feel it, you sense it. You're like, I know it's here. So it's already in the energy orbit. We're just waiting for it to land on the table. You know what's so funny too about this Two of Swords? It's the combo of High Priestess and Sword decision making, you know? So it is that bridge that we just talked about. King of Swords, Queen of Swords, High Priestess. So it's decision making, communication, with that High Priestess energy leading. Cannot emphasize enough though, if this is you, the reason you're able to do this is because you didn't leave swords in the heart. You extracted wisdom from the previous heartbreaks, disappointments, betrayals, misunderstandings. You extracted wisdom from that pain versus staying in the frequency or vibration of the victimization. When you're victimized, you're victimized. And then it's our choice whether we're going to stay in that energy or if we're going to extract wisdom and transmute into something that puts us in power, which this is a reading for someone who has already done that. That Three of Swords I'm seeing, that's behind her back. That's already happened. Okay, so also maybe that happened behind your back, if whatever that means to you. Hello, Miss Neptune. Another sign of intuition. Okay, so see how Neptune's tail is curling around the Page of Pentacles and covering that Two of Swords? Excuse me. Excuse me, Pisces, I'm sorry. This means to me, it's like the, not coddling, what is this word? It's like the cradling of this Page of Pentacles. Your intuition's going to know what to do with this, or your intuition already knows. It's like holding this, like it knows this thing's coming in, this message, this person is coming in, or this opportunity. You got something else you want to say? No? Okay. You missed me. I know. I love you. I missed you too. Okay. Victory and success with the Chariot at the bottom. I feel like her tail was just making a crescent moon shape, and we have the two crescent moons on the Chariot, you know? And that Charioteer becomes the Emperor, and essentially they're successful because they've listened to their intuition. They didn't follow a playbook. Though, nothing wrong with a playbook, but Anything else on this Ten of Pentacles? You know what, Pisces? If there's, let's just say, Two of Swords, sometimes it's multiple decisions, right? It's like, oh, crossroads. Maybe there's two things coming in. If this is, if there's something that you need to decide between, maybe two routes or two offers or two people, in whatever capacity this relates to you, one is going to be, okay, how do you say this? One's going to stand taller than the other, but it's not going to be physically visible. It's going to be intuitively visible. You don't have to prep for this. You are literally, if this is for you, if you're receiving two things or you're in a decision-making crossroads energy, one is going to be visibly taller and you will know. And what that means to me, this tower structure in the background, or like, let's just say a skyscraper, that means there's upward mobility. And that really is the basis of the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is like, hey, this is the beginning stage. This page is a student, but essentially they have the opportunity to move up in the skyscraper to become the King of Pentacles, which is the master of the pentacle, the master of the earth vibration. So physical relations, physical wealth, physical assets, and health. And what's interesting is if you think about getting to the top or the last stage of development for the Page of Pentacles, that King of Pentacles is the very last card in the entire major arcana. So you could be at the beginning stages of a last chapter of sorts. Now I'm going so deep into something specific here. My head's vibrating. Four of Wands. You could be entering the last chapter. Yeah. What does that mean, though? It's successful, whatever it is. It's like a last build, last chapter, last evolution of learning for this particular vibe, this particular frequency you're in. There's so much intuitive undertone here of like, you've been sensing this, or you have sensed this, or your decision making has been intuitive, and that intuition has been kind of, it feels like dropping like a breadcrumb trail of like, we need you to do this thing. Okay, now we need you to go over here and do this thing. And now we need you to go over here and do this thing. And those things may have seemed separate or different, like non-relational to one another. But the irony is this next decision brings everything together, where it's like, oh my God, all these things were fucking tied together. Neptune meowing, confirming. It was like all those pieces actually were related. Can you show me a little bit more on Pisces energy? Get out. I love tarot. Say Pisces in the live chat, in the comments. I am the mother effing high priestess. I see without seeing. And this is the summer of seeing BAYBEEE. Pisces, we actually got some summer of seeing high priestess merch on sale. I haven't shown it anyone yet, but first and second link below, we got high priestess hats at the top link, and we got high priestess t-shirts, tank tops, muscle tanks, and for the high priests, we got some high priest SEER t-shirts for this summer. I'll make a separate video showing you guys what those look like, but if you want to grab yours now, first and second link in the pinned comment below. This is Spirit being like, she said what she said. Thank you, Spirit. I did channel that right. This is like, I'm on a new level. Like, you are on a new level here. Oh my God, and now Neptune's going crazy. Ah! Okay. I would love to know what it is that you're sensing. See this crescent moon? It's cradling the high priestess. That's literally what Neptune's tail was doing to this Page of Pentacles. You've been known. Like, you've known that this crossroads decision, conversation, opportunity, offer, you've known this was coming. And you also know, or maybe you don't know, but you either know or you feel that this is leading to additional pathways or additional pieces or building blocks for the thing that you are creating or building. Familial, family, lifestyle, or career. And can't emphasize enough, because now I'm seeing two crescent moons here. again, you will be able to see which one is taller. And I'm just assuming that, I'm assuming you want the taller one. I'm talking like you want the taller one. I don't know why. Is this a person? Are you dating a tall man, tall woman, tall them? I'm just kidding. Maybe not. Maybe that is that. But the taller one, I'm assuming that, I'm reading that way. That was like automatic because it has upward mobility. That Page of Pentacles moving on up, that upward mobility. And now the castle's in the background of the Chariot, and then the castle that was in the background of the Four of Wands. Castles are symbolic of expansion. You move into a castle when your aura needs more space to be taken care of or like held. So you've grown into taking up more space. That would make sense with the full moon. You're stepping into this like scorpionic death and rebirth of like, this old me served me, and that version's also dissolving, and I'm stepping into this bigness, the fullness of my light in this Scorpio full moon, which Scorpio full moon is really like, that archetype to me, they see the best in the dark. To me, the Scorpio placements see in the dark the easiest, I'll say. Or they're just like so highly attuned to the darkness that they like move through it. It seems like with ease. Maybe it's not easy, but fluid, I would say. Oh, okay. Spirit wants this on the table. This could also be See, I'm talking about movement, upward mobility. Chariot is also movement. No matter how you slice this, High Priestess, the Chariot, double major arcana. So it's transformational on a soul level. And what's interesting is the Queen of Swords is facing this now, right? So she's facing on a spiritual plane. This is soul evolution. Your soul's moving. Your soul and your humanness now are both moving into different planes, different frequencies. It's different dimension, different vibration. Essentially what that means too is brand new experiences. So things you used to experience either on loop, patterned, repeat, that's behind you. And this new frequency is going to be experiences, opportunities, challenges, obstacles, and fulfillment on a higher plane, a higher level. Give me one more on that, what I'm talking about. Maybe this is here. I'm not sure if I'm reading the tense correctly. Talk about Scorpio. Okay, that is that. There's some sort of movement. There's a big change here. 3 major arcanas. 10 of Wands. This feels like all the work that you just put in this like scattered breadcrumb trail. Did you work on 3 projects? Is this 3 relationships in the past? The 3 swords in the heart, you know? There's something about 3, guided by the Ascended Masters. That part's done. You achieved it. What this person in the 10 of Wands does, Tarot Academy, they put these wands down, not to just put them down. It's, okay, I've gathered the materials I need to build the extension of my house. These wands build a new extension or aspect of the house. So there's a new, look, tower. This old way coming down, newness coming in. Maybe this is literally house, home even. Okay, give me one more on the spiritual aspect over here, this new plane. Secret? You've been doing this in the dark. You've been doing, this has been private. There's 3 tents back here too. Tents, not tents. Tell me 7-7 alignment. You've had to do this in private or in the dark or secret. Yeah, you did. And it was hard. Even you doing this in private is still challenging, or was still challenging. 3 people. What am I talking about? I don't want to do this. Show me one on the 3s. Oh, this is your reward for whatever the fuck that 3 of Swords thing that I was talking about. Past. 3 people, 3 situations. Could be like one experience you had that like patterned out. You're like, oh my God, I'm going through this again with this person or this place. It was like 3 times, a 3-time pattern. You transforming and transitioning into this very highly attuned, I lead with intuition and then allow the logic and decision making to come guided from that. Whatever you went through, not easy, very challenging. On a soul level, you've graduated, you've leveled up. Also though, in your decision making, your logical thinking, that's also leveled up. And now there's some sort of reward coming in. A golden gift is usually enlightenment. Wrapped in ribbon means you acted on it. You know what this feels like? You acted on the enlightenment before it was fully embodied. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is like someone who's in, like, I'm going to use a sports analogy, high school sports. I'm not an athlete, I'll tell you that. But this would be like someone joining the freshman lacrosse team and someone recognizing, oh, this person actually, this child has great talent. We're going to actually bump them up to varsity because that's where they're going to develop the skill further. Otherwise, it would be like such a discrepancy in the spectrum of abilities. That's what this looks like. Someone here is like, they stepped into an arena. Pisces, maybe you stepped into this arena unknown. Whatever that's 3 of Swords I was talking about. This feels like maybe you didn't know what it was you were stepping into. So when I'm using this term loosely, the spiritual warfare, which is just, you know, facing shadows of self and others and choosing the highest timeline, highest decision making. When that happened, that feels like you were operating in the embodiment of enlightenment, maybe like it feels like premature in a good way, in a gifted way, in a blessed way. And now this spiritual gift is actually going to materialize in a physical pathway in relations, career, house, home, opportunities. That is that. I feel so strongly on that. And the gift card, this is card number 17, which breaks down to 8. And 8 is a number of prosperity, but 8 is also a nod towards last year. Last year was the year of karmic lessons, karmic experiences, South Node presenting itself so that you could close out and button up any kind of like karmic debt that needed to be paid. But I don't mean paid like you owed, paid like your soul was like, I didn't finish this work in the last lifetime. We're gonna have these maybe scattered experiences in this one. Give me one more here. There's acknowledgement. I'm going to pull one on that. There's acknowledgement here of how challenging this was on the mind. Oh, I'm getting like a little shaky. This was maybe heavy on the psyche. I feel a little cryy, but there's no cup cards. It's all swords. So that might be like overload. Like this was an overload. This really this could have taken me out, you know? Anything else on what I'm, thank you. The Emperor, damn Pisces, 3 pyramids. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm saying something, I'm not getting it. There's something here I'm tapping into and I'm not able to pull it for whatever reason. So 3 people, 3 kids, 3 opportunities, 3 siblings, 3 challenges, 3 experiences of the same heartbreak or pain in different forms. Something like that. Even here we have the Earth, and then there's like a planet and a moon. So this 3-ness is all over here. And you came out, look, on top, wise owl on top of the pyramid. That's domination in the spiritual realm. Pisces, this feels so Pisces. This feels like we dominate in playing the spiritual video game. And it looks like it's now translating to the Earth video game. And maybe for some people, this is like, oh, finally. This last battle, this last change, it's like paying off now. And you're in alignment. You are in alignment spiritually here. Okay. Give me one more on High Priestess, Tower, Chariot, 7-5 swords. One more. What am I not seeing? No, that's not what I meant. What am I not saying? What am I not saying? That came up before. This is, again, bridge energy. What you do on the spiritual plane, you already know this, is bigger than what it looks like in Earth School. Big ship, little ship. What it looks like in Earth School, in your Earth 3D video game. Sometimes it just looks like I got a communication from someone who I know I shouldn't be communicating with. And the decision here is going to be, do I recognize that this is an energy vampire or this is a karmic contract that I need to close and not respond, and also not bring that to light to them, because who am I to say that to someone else? Or am I going to perpetuate a cycle? This is the 8. That's what this feels like. Like your energy is a giant in the spiritual plane. So you see in Earth School, these little things are not little things. And this looks like this was a big major learning experience last year that's now culminating this year. You learned last year, you saw it on repeat, what looks like 3 fucking times. And now they're like, hey, you are the expert, Emperor. Are you going to act like it? You are the expert, Queen of Swords. You are the expert, High Priestess. Are you going to act like it? It looks like, yeah. But free will, right? This might have taken a couple rounds to... There's something about that, right? Of like, my spidey sense is picking up X, Y, Z, but I'm not going to act on it. I'm going to let this thing play out. How many times have you done that? I know I used to do that all the time. And every time at the end, I'd be like, I fucking knew it. Well, I knew it from the get-go. And it just took 6 months, 8 months, 2 years for the physical pentacle proof of the person's behavioral pattern or the circumstances pattern or the event to like actually unfold. But like I knew it from the get. This feels like that. You know things from jump. So this could be, if we're talking time, because this like majorness of your spiritual energy, when you operate here in this orb, when you operate in this vibration, this feels like things are very fast over here, which might mean in 3D things are about to move faster. If you are operating in this vibration on this plane, what am I saying? So this spiritual vibration, when you operate in this spiritual vibration, in this 3D plane, decision-making is quicker. Success comes in faster. Opportunities find you sooner. Relationships repair easier. There is a speed of time, because I think time is no longer a measurement of things passing. Time is a measurement of alignment. Okay, that was very important, Pisces. Time is a measurement of alignment. Yeah. Even this is bridge energy with that 8. Spiritual fortitude in the 3D. Okay. Ooh, and Emperor wanted to pop out again. Ooh, 8 of Pentacles. Okay, could be work, baby. Otherwise, Spirit's saying, like, you did the work, now you're allowed to, are you going to use your, superpower? Are you going to use your superpower? You know, smash that love button if you haven't already. This is a goodie. We're going to go over here because they brought me back. Let's use... Show me the 8 of Pentacles. Master of the Craft. This is like the A+ report card. Oh my goodness. What is this reading, Pisces? The Sun. I think you're getting a gift because of some sort of there's a deeper spiritual healing that you completed. And I believe it is inner child. I believe there's a deeper child wound that you, looks like you successfully healed and or cleared, and that's like changing the frequency and like what's about, it's changing the video game level. It's like next level. Okay, they got what they needed here, now we're putting them in the next level. Last chapter in this big book, like something next chapter, next level, and it's yielding rewards and new growth. And okay, this is an added bonus here. Yeah, confirmation, Page of Wands at the bottom, which is a beginning card. It's a new stage, spiritual new stage. This kid on this horse is protected by this great wall behind it. And the great wall not only serves as protection, but it's also this like high vibrational clearing energy. Being immersed in nature, forest bathing, being immersed in gardening, planting your feet and hands in soil, it naturally recalibrates your cells. This is spiritual, but that's science. You know, you can look that up, right? So there's also something here that like built into the protection is also almost like aesthetically pleasing, spiritual and physical clearing that's like built in. There's like a built-in clearing system now. There's a built-in healing system now. There's a built-in recalibration. And the Sun is a wish fulfillment. Sun, 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. You did the work to clear and get here. And now there's something that you ultimately desire that's being presented as a path to that building, that tower, that structure, that relationship, that repair. Oh my God, my stomach, sorry. Give me one more on, okay, this is that. Look. 6 of Wands again, 10 of Swords. Victory over the what? The wound. The what? The pain. You might have, some of you, see how she's looking on her cell phone? Scrolling? Some of you actually may have done a lot of healing through virtual resources. TikTok, Instagram, right? YouTube. I know most of my healing resources has come from YouTube. So like the fact that she's on the phone was like, I may be down, but I'm not out. I'm resourceful when there's this victory and success over this. That hard part's over. That generational cycle is not continuing. 2 10s is a 20, and that's a judgment. That's the judgment card, which is also resurrection energy. So in the spiritual plane, you are this Emperor, High Priestess, Chariot. There's major victory, major success after significant repetition of heartache, betrayal, or loss. Your gift is present. There's no like wavering of this gift. And it looks like the more you use it, the faster this calibration of the pathway to your Sun and 10 of Pentacles wish fulfillment happens. This is an invitation like, how much do you trust you? Will you go all in on you? You know, there's no like betting cards here, but if there was, this is like, you already know it. You already sense it. You already feel it. You are the High Priestess. You already know. You don't have to, I think this is saying you don't have to wait so long for evidence to prove to yourself. You're allowed to go off the sensing. And like with that grounded energy, there's a lot of decisions and pathways that are going to present that lead you to a fulfilling 3D video game life. Give me one on this, the bridge energy, because that's a big theme here. Okay, bridge. Okay, baby, the Magician. Talk about a bridge. Again, that infinity symbol. Okay, well, we know the Magician is the person that uses what's in front of them in this 3D world and their faith to create change, magic, fulfillment, mystery, manifestations. High Priestess and the Magician are actually counterparts too. So there's some sort of, bridge. Your spirit and your humanness, I think, are closer than they've ever been. They may have learned each other's language. And now this is kind of like, when this happens, it is unstoppable force, but unstoppable force of, I think, momentum towards success and fulfillment together. Look, it's at the bottom, just to confirm what we were talking about before. The Three of fucking Swords. So this is like, this is what happened. There was some sort of repeat of three people, 3 disappointments, 3 betrayals, the 3 instances of like, oh my God, my intuition was right the first time. I knew it. Damn it, I knew it. Whatever that was, the soul has elevated. So now the humanness is elevating. Don't be surprised if you start using this decision-making process of like, my intuition just knows, I'm just going to trust it from Jump Street. Don't be surprised if newness starts presenting itself faster in the 3D. Smash the love button for that. Drop it in the comments if you haven't already. I am the High Priestess. I love this High Priestess. Congratulations. Hey, look, Ma, I made it. All right, Pisces. I love you so much. I missed you guys. Hold my hands. Take a gentle inhale through the nose. Soft release through the mouth. Let those chimes clear. And say, Pisces, I am the High Priestess. Get your Summer of Seeing merch, baby. I'll see you tomorrow.